I don't like starting cooking videos when my kitchen is a disaster. Like I usually, you know, that's Z-Cook's way, but this is extreme. So what I'm gonna do, one to the clock, then I'm gonna turn the camera off and we'll see how long it takes me to make this place presentable so we can cook some Hawaiian pineapple chicken over rice. It's gonna be delicious. Fuck, right. That's cleaned off, this is cleaned off. 9:44, I had a couple distractions, got on my phone for a bit. But you know, that's how life is. So not too hot. I'm gonna rinse this down. This is grease that I used yesterday. Actually, you know what? I had this covered and it's grease I used yesterday. Let's reuse this grease. I made chicken cutlets yesterday. In fact, no, 2 days ago I made the chicken parmesan over the noodles. That took me 2 days to finish that food. But today we're gonna do chicken again because I love chicken. I think this was discussed and you guys can have a discussion in the comments. If you could only have one animal to eat for the rest of your life, and vegetarians, don't you fucking be snarky with me like, ha ha ha, I'm a vegetarian. I don't eat meat, so therefore this question does not apply to me. One animal for the rest of your life. I'm pretty sure I'd pick chicken. As much as I love a steak or ribs, like, you're gonna run out of things to do with pork pretty fucking fast. At least in my book, in my head book. And beef, while great, I feel like will just kill you. I feel like if you have enough beef, you'll just die. So, what I'm gonna do is I heat up that grease. I was gonna make it in this, but I could do the chicken in this, and the vegetables in this. So, basically this all stems from this sauce here, the Lowry's. Mike Lowry. Hawaiian with tropical fruit juices, 15-minute marinade. Now, whoa, I just twisted the top of the bottle almost off. Nice, it's sealed for my pleasure. So, oh yeah, so I see this and I'm like, ooh, you know what I'd like to have? Hawaiian pineapple chicken over rice. So that's what I'm making. So I bought that first. It was in my shopping cart today first. Followed by the expensive as shit, $6.50 a pound, you bastards. Chicken thighs. I still have some hot peppers left over. I just want a little bit of heat. Not like a lot, not a lot. I'm gonna cut up those peppers. I'm gonna cut up half an onion. I had to buy onions today. Maybe I'll use a whole onion. We'll use a whole onion. Let's bring my garbage pail here so I can just chop and swipe. We're gonna need a knife. I did shut off that stove, right? Thought I heard it. Fuck it. Let's go with the big one. Go big boy. So the plan is, oh, we need to get rice going too. And I always cook rice. God, it's so much freer without that garbage pail there. Rice always gets cooked in the pressure cooker, in the, oh God, Instant Pot. Because it does a great fucking job, that's why. My friend had a rice cooker in our old apartment before he moved out, like the first 6-7 months I was living there. And it used to have warm rice in it all the time. I don't know how it did it. Like, it was never stuck to the bottom. It was just rice, ready to go. Open the lid, close it. Used to use a combination of different grain rices. It was interesting. And it was a nice feature to have, like, just there's rice. So I want to make a hamburger and rice. It was just rice was there. Get the rice set up. Get the rice set up, Z. Rice is gonna take a minimum of probably 20 minutes. 12 minutes to cook in there, but by the time it boils the water and gets everything going, plus we gotta rinse the rice. I feel like if I've rinsed rice once, I should make an unlisted video here in the Cooking Consortium where I just rinse rice full length. And I'll just say, see link below to see what I'm doing. And it'll just always be the same thing. I use my tea strainer. I like this tea strainer, but it's perfect for doling out a perfect portion of rice. And I'm gonna go with a double here so I have leftovers. There we go. Back in there, close that down. I'm sure bugs will never make it inside ever. We need to rinse this off. And of course I filled that sink up with all the dirty shit that was here. That's because I've gotta go in the dishwasher, go here, put this into this mode. Cold water. Give that a stir, make sure nothing floats. Leave it there. Now we can cut up some stuff. I'm gonna take the end off of this onion. It's a white onion. Why? Because I like white onion for things. I don't know. Well, it's got a little bit of green on it still. That's fine. I love onion and stuff. I'd put onion in everything. Princess Boss is like, fuck onions. She might be a super taster. You know that those exist? Look those up. There are people who could taste like, if a plate was cleaned with Clorox or something, they'd be like, oh, this tastes like Clorox. 1, 2, 3. I'm chopping in like a slight fan pattern. I'm trying to dive into the center. Okay, I'm gonna go on the side and go. Ideally, I'd cut this in half, not get any of that hard shit on there, and just. I just had a piece of it hit me in the foot. Try to remove some of that green. Oh, some of my fingers are very far away. It's like, hey, are you even caring? Yeah, I am. For my hands. And since we're making a whole one, we could throw away a little bit more than normal. The floor loves onion. Onion's great on the floor. It's getting whiter as I stir, so. Let's go with that. Okay, this red one might be a waste of time. I've had it for a while. Let's cut it inside and see if it's black. Actually, it's still perfect inside. Well, I've had peppers that look perfectly on the outside and they're just black on the inside, so there you go. Rip the skin off of that. Here's a perfectly looking green one that's been in there a while. Let's see if this is black on the inside. Nope. It's nice and crisp. Got that. I'm going to try to get the bottom section. Boop. And then we'll do the orange. We'll rinse all these bits off. Thank my cousin Jay for teaching me this method. He also gets all his peppers and shit for free because he works for a pizzeria, and when he buys for the store, he buys for himself. So it's like, he'll throw away as much pepper, but it's so much easier. Like I used to do the method where you pop out the center and then you like cut around the thing. It's like, no, that's got white on it. Let's throw that out. A couple seeds here won't matter. And I want to leave it a little bit crunchy so that I actually have some crunch in my Hawaiian chicken medley. Lots of vegetables. God damn it, fucking onions on the fucking... If I move this back like that far, they won't fall off the cutting board. Did you know that? Put that on the fucking life hacks list. Oh, we gotta sit here for a bit. Figure out what the fucking life hack was. That I fucking... Oh, I gotta write that down. That'll be the 10th life hack. It'll be the perfect end of the life hack videos. And then I forgot what it was. And it was something I do in the house every day. And it's like, oh yeah, that. I should totally put that on the life hack list. I'm going to use that amount of water. Might be too much water still. That amount of water. Rather less water than more. I bought iodized sea salt, so let's salt this with that. Just a little. Keep in mind, everything you put in that water will be absorbed because we're not draining it. So that goes in. I'll usually toss it with a little bit of butter or oil. Actually, do I have nice oil? Ooh. I hate my bowels. Let's just hate my bowels a little bit. It's a spicy. Those are not tequila worms. What the fuck was this? What's the goddamn thing? Fuck. All right, we need to make pans hot. So that one goes on, and I'm gonna put you. Am I sauteing the chicken in this? I'm gonna put you on the front, little tiny burner. I'm just gonna get you up to a decent heat, and I'll wipe that, or I'll scrape that out. because it's not dirty. It's just got breadcrumbs still in it. But if I don't have to clean it out entirely and get new fat, the fat's fine. And it's chicken already, so it's not like it's doing anything illegal. That's just ghee and maybe some butter if there was any left. So, pile, 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 Shazam. Weird little knots there. Like all this would be cut out of a regular cooking video, right? Binging with Babish should be like, and then cut the peppers, and then we're done. And then he says something quirky, and he's got great camera angles. But if you want to know how to cook a meal, the time code on this fucking thing is going to be the exact amount of time it takes to cook said thing. I'm going to pull back on these. So thin, soft. I think the sound of the knife slamming is probably annoying people too, because I'm pretty sure it's not supposed to make that sound, but it does. And I always cut through the rind section. Fucking onion, fuck! It's fine, it's fine. I love nature and shit, it's great. Now you have two choices. You can either cut this up nice and fine, or not do that. Just toss it in there whole and then pull it out and just have the hot get with everything else. I'm gonna use as little ghee as I can. This ghee is my fat of choice. I just use that to scrape that, so I don't want to use it there. I think I'm going to take out my fork that I'm going to be eating the meal with. I'm trying to make less dishes, and I figured out that you need to just prep, because you're gonna make more dishes. I didn't mean to hit that. You're gonna make more dishes. It's always gonna be like, oh, why did I have 17 fucking dishes that it used? Because you didn't prepare. If you hold this on there, it'll melt. It'll heat up the fork, and then all the fats will come off the fork, and then I could just shake the fork off and it'll be clean. This, we gotta prep that chicken for. I kind of want it to be a little bit bland. I don't know if that's the right word. But like, there's no point in spicing up this chicken. A, it's organic chicken, so leave it the fuck alone. It's gonna taste delicious anyway. And I know that doesn't sound like, I know so few people believe me. Like, hey, spend literally $6 a pound for chicken is like unheard of. I grew up in a household where $1.20 a fucking pound was like, why'd you get rip-off chicken? But let me tell you, the air-chilled, expensive bullshit chicken is so good. I don't know, it's just the way it was raised. It's just juicier. I've done the testing. All right, that's trimmed enough. They leave a lot of the fat on here, which could be fine if you're gonna cook this a different method. I'm just gonna throw it in that frying pan. That is a lot of fat. That's a lot of damage. Okay, this, like, I've lost 6 pounds. I don't think I've done it from trimming the chicken, but it's good to do the little things, because I don't want to stop eating and I don't want to stop making the crazy food I make. Just make one crazy meal a day. Oh, that actually has a bone in it. That is not tasty. That's the untasty, bony part. That's how natural it is. Glad I checked this. That would have sucked. KKKK. Leave that little bit of fat there. And cut your finger off. Whoopsie. Whoopsie doodle. Oh, whoopsie. Yeah, just... So, we've already got fat. It's heated up a bit. You gotta salt it at least. So, this hand hasn't touched chicken. This hand has touched chicken. I'm just gonna do a quick... I'll get 2 or 3 of them done. Also feeling around for more of that bone bullshit that might be sneaking in there. Oh. No, that's fine. All right. And away we go. It's over to that side. It's over to this side. And of course, I just took my garbage outside and my garbage pail is fucking empty, and this one is filled with papers, and now it's filled with chicken. So either you make a separate garbage bag to throw that away, which honestly I should do. Take one of Chewbacca's poop bags with the chicken hand again. Because that garbage pail will stink in 12 hours. At most 24. At least 12. Where's my hot water? Please don't have failed on me again. God willing, it hasn't failed on me again. Okay, so we have overheated this. I'm actually starting to see flame, like smoke. That's fine. Let's add the hot pepper first. I'm gonna add one of the bananas. We're gonna add these kind of like, what are those things called? Bay leaves. This is like my bay leaf. There you go. I'm not gonna cut them up. I'm not gonna hide them. I'm not gonna consume them. I'm just going to cook with them in there. Anything else coming out of this? Yes, we need not ricotta cheese, not chai tea, not sliced pepper. Oh, we need mushrooms and the fresh pineapple. Yes, we're good? Good. So, that's making noises. That's perfectly fine. Mushrooms first. Are they pre-washed? Sliced, pre-washed mushrooms. I think in Canada they're all pre-sliced. Pasta was very proud of that fact. Fucking garbage pail's not there. Garbage pail's here. Wow! Okay, name your clips. Oh wait, that's the wrong platform. See, when this is empty, you could whip it around like that. When it's full, it's very difficult to do. So what this is gonna do is gonna make the marshmallows. That's not what those are. It's gonna make the mushrooms a spicy meatball. Even though they're mushrooms, they're not actually meatballs. Do we need a little bit of salt in there to drag out some of that moisture? I gotta keep not grabbing the lucifer oil and shit. It just stop. Stop, Z. Save Uranus. Not the planet either. I like these rock pans. Are nice and light. They're light enough and you have the right angle on the wall to throw the food back. Like, don't try that with the fucking Brayville here. Oh yeah, oh. You got a nice crust. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Actually gonna turn that off simply because we don't really need that chicken to cook 100% because we're gonna throw it into a hot rest of the meal, but I want it to cook 99%. So that's gonna be good. We have got, let's see, honeydew melon. Watermelon. Pineapple. So, the secret to cooking with pineapple is don't put it in first. Either put it in dead last or some at the beginning and some at the end. Because pineapple will just destroy itself. Also eat your pans. Do not put pineapple in a... I made this mistake back in the old apartment. I put pineapple in one of my carbon steel pans. I made like a pineapple. I made like literally what I'm making now. And it was bad. The carbon steel pan literally disintegrated. It turned clean again. Now, throw that many in there. This is how many I'm putting in afterwards. Let's have some more honeydew. Look at this motherfucker eating fruit, living in a house. It's like I'm an adult. With waifus. Sure, it's a fine sound. Okay, let's get the rest of this shit in there. I just wanted to give the mushrooms some time to start, as they tend to take a while. I need direct access to the bottom of the pan. I usually do onions next all by themselves, but I don't mind a little bit of crunch, so this is going to be a very, very green. Hi. Would you like a pineapple? No. Didn't think so. Let those sit on top, let the steam come up through it, get them at least to temperature before I touch them to the pan, so we don't extract all the heat from everything. This is just sitting there doing its thing. We shouldn't need to take them out of there, but it might actually overcook them. Because if that was a hot pan, it would be like 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes, take it out. If it's a cooling off pan, I might leave it in there for 10 minutes. That's the same as cooking it on hot for, 8. Bad news. What? Chicken's not ready yet. Is she really chicken's not ready? Not ready. I can give you turkey. Always keep your cat turkey. Always keep turkey for your cat. Oven roasted turkey breast from Members Mark. Well, break it up. All right, here, Toothless Wonder. Ready? Boom. That's a whole piece of turkey breast. Might be the second one I've given her today. Oh my God, did we even set the rice to go? Holy fuck. Why did nobody tell me to set the rice to go? God damn it. Fuck. At least if I would have set rice and then let the lid off, it would have gotten it to temperature. Fuck. All right, well, let's see. It's 10:05. Zio's fucked up. Everything else is gonna be done way before that. So I'm gonna have to actually edit this video. So don't fuck up, that's all. If you're watching this at home, just don't fuck up. All right, I added a lot of vegetables to this. It's very colorful. In fact, I want to take a picture of it. It's so colorful. I am gonna salt it. Salt is a flavor enhancer. It's like MSG, but less crack in it. It's an unusual combination of things in there. There's pineapple and mushrooms, and this is new to the Zios world. I think I'm gonna pull this chicken out of this plate right now. It may not be cooked, or it's definitely not cooked all the way. You know what? I think I'm just gonna leave it right there. It cooled down fast enough that it's just on its thing. Now I just touched raw chicken with this, so what you do is you cook that raw chicken right off with like that. Boom. It's 270 fucking degrees into there, at least. Let that do its thing. Let these sit here for a bit. Actually, I could probably even put that on low. Just sort of bring it. I want to just, do I have a lid? No, I don't want to steam them though, because I want to take them out, chop them up, and then I'm going to saute them for a quick bit before I add the full fuck raw pineapple and then the Hawaiian sauce. Hawaiian sauce is the last thing. There's no reason to add that any point before the very end. And I'm not even, if you added enough sugar and had enough of vegetables, you probably wouldn't even need that shit. All right, let's take my fork out now that it's been sanitized. Can't believe I forgot the fucking rice. Dumbass. And here's our giant spicy pepper. Just chilling out here, just chilling out. Releasing all its toxins. Yeah, okay. Can't believe I fucked that up. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. This is gonna be another at least 5 or 6 minutes of just stirring it. I'm probably gonna let this come back up to temperature and turn it off. And then we're waiting on rice. I will bring you back for the end, for the final shit. Once that rice is done, or right before it's done, when I'm doing the other things, let's see how long this takes. 19, don't remember where I started. I got 9 minutes left on that. It just got to pressure a few minutes ago. This is basically done. I just shut the power off, or the power. I shut the flame off. It's still sizzling. So I think right now is the time to ignore that and cut up the chicken. We're off, everything's off. We are going to lift this, dump them out on the cutting board. Oh no, did you cut vegetables there? You're gonna contaminate the chicken. I know, don't worry about it. See, that I won't use again. That's got a lot of moisture in it. The other one was just grease. So, still steaming from there. Let's see how uncooked this is. Not at all. Well, would I eat this? No, that's like a bar. A bar of uncooked. All right, we're gonna have to fire that thing back up and really hammer at it. I mean, in an ideal world, and I'm cutting this into like little chunks too. The smaller these are, the better they'll cook. But this is good though. You understand, I don't want it cooked going into this, because if it cooked going into it, then I cook it more, then it's overcooked. And I've sent my mother to the hospital with undercooked chicken, so I know how to ride this train, and I know the fucking problems when you fuck it up. So it's better to know that it's undercooked than to guess if it's cooked. Does that make sense? Does that make sense, Chewbacca? Oh, you want some undercooked chicken. Who wants some undercooked chicken? Chewbacca does. She's like, fuck, give me some. Put it in my mouth hole, actually. Yeah, there's a skinny little piece. That's good. Although I'm pretty sure cats can just eat chickens like they are supposed to eat birds. Like she's supposed to run out and eat a fucking deer. She came back in with a deer head. I'd be like, all right, don't chew it all in one spot. Did you walk away from that chicken? You bitch. Mom's dead crying. I want firearms in the air. Don't even know and don't care. I could have probably actually done a lot more chicken than this, but again, losing a little bit of weight. So the benefit of that is I'm trying to figure out the best methodologies for slicing and dicing. Is just, if you're going to use 5 pieces of chicken, use 4. You're still going to eat it all anyway. Just fuck it. And just have snacks. So that if you believe it or not, dessert has helped me. Because I used to eat until I was fucking full. And now I eat until I'm like, well, I want dessert. I want ice cream sandwiches. Not even healthy desserts. Not even healthy snacks. Just less bulk food. Zeos' weight problem is bulk food problems. I want to wake up slightly hungry and ignore it for 2 hours and have just lunch. If you can't ignore hungry, then you got a real problem. I want a fork that's like 7 prongs wide so I can grab all these at one go. But they don't make that for me. Although I think I had one as a childhood. I'm gonna move this shit over to one side. Move that over. Kick it up to the maximal amount. Wash your knife, you're done with it. We've got a few seconds for that pan to heat up anyway. Is there any soap on this? This was a gift. I don't know where you can buy it. I don't even think it was Amazon. Was it Amazon? I don't fuck up the kitchen. Okay. You could hear that going for it. I kind of want to put some grease there, but at the same time, it's a good nonstick and it shouldn't matter, and we're trying to sear this shit anyway, so. Yeah, listen to that sizzle. Why are there scissors in here? Oh, chicken covered scissors. That's worth it just to do that, just to get that shit out in the open. Boom. Did this touch raw fucking chicken? And the reason I'm off the side, I don't want to burn the bottom of those. We're just gonna do that. Get it all nice and down. I'm sure it's not gonna fall off the fucking stove though. 4 minutes left. I don't want to burn the backside either where it's just a black spot. If you see pink standing up, beat it with a stick. I'm gonna dump. I may have too much pineapple here. Just saying. love pineapple though. Fuck it. I'm putting them in there just to get them off that bowl and just sort of get them a little bit up to temperature. Just so when I pour that in, it doesn't get ice cold. Scrapey, scrapey. I'm not seeing any pink. Oh, that's a little bit pink. There we go. All right, putting it over the entire thing. I'm gonna pour here on this side. Let it get down there, cool off the bottom. It'll keep the vegetables from burning because it's gonna hit the bottom. Cool off the pan while that stays hot. I like cooking because it's a science experiment. We're using this whole thing, by the way, because this is gonna be the entire sauce for the rice. So this whole fucking thing, what's in this? How much? 24 servings. So we got 24 times 3. Sodium. What? Okay, there's a lot of sodium in this. Like, whoa. That can't be right. 300 milligrams of sodium and 24 per container. That's 7,000 milligrams? What? There's no... I mean, I know it's a marinade, but it's supposed to like... That's wild. There's no point in saving it now. Put it in there. That must, maybe that's wrong. Maybe there isn't actually 300 milligrams of sodium per tablespoon. Is that even possible? Oh, well, I have hypertension. If you don't see a cooking video ever again after this, well, I probably would be dead before I even uploaded it. So that's a thing. Our rice just ended. Yeah, okay. I'll have to look into that because is that recyclable? I don't care at that point. It's just, This is the doing the fork thing again. Get that fork in some nice heat. I'll wash it off. I did not expect to see 300 times 24. That's like watching the movie 300 24 times. So it's starting to drip the sauce over. I think the chicken's ready, so let's just... I'm going to lower this down off of the murder zone. Everything is so hot. If there was any chicken that isn't fully cooked, it now is. Or it will be by the time we plate. I'm depressed now. That's so much sodium. Like I wouldn't have salted anything. I'm just gonna break up some of these pineapple chunks. They're a little bit large. Break it up, pineapple chunk. Well, hopefully the sweetness will cancel out the saltiness. The thing is, I know it's not going to taste too salty. That's McDonald's levels of salt. Actually, Echo, how much sodium is in a Big Mac?
An average McDonald's Big Mac contains 970 milligrams of sodium, which is equal to 2,425 milligrams of salt.
Choosing my life choices. I guess I'm just gonna have to drink lots of water. Like salt's not bad for you, that's the thing. If you have hypertension, salt's bad for you. But if you're normal and salt's really not bad for you, you just gotta not kill yourself with it. So I'll consider this recipe, make your own Hawaiian sauce. So much for that, like, oh, you can make your own Hawaiian sauce. It'll be great. I'm shutting this off now. Because this is going to be hot as balls. I'm going to pull out the murder pepper. At least the one I can find. You go in the twash. The other one is orange, and I just added an orange sauce. Maybe I shouldn't have added the orange sauce with the mystery murder pepper. And I had a red pepper and an orange pepper. So it's like, I think I'm going to be eating a very... Wait, is that it? Nope. All right, the big one I was able to find. Little one's done. All right, let everything congeal and sort of sit. Look for any more giant pieces of pineapple and murder them. Okay. By the way, I don't taste things as we're going along. If you've never noticed that, I'm not one of those people who's like, oh, I could use more salt. I just commit to whatever my current situation is, and I go for that. We're going to need a bowl, which we have, a fork, which we have, and a serving spoon, which I now have. Let's see if that was enough water. Yep. Nice. That's a nice rice. And I also shut off the warm feature because it'll just cook the bottom of it. That is a nice sticky fucking rice. Look at that. I'm also going to cover this again. So it doesn't, again, I'm actually sealed. And I think I could use this to serve, even though it's got holes in it. I think this sauce is sticky enough that it's not going to care. And it's actually good because it means when I'm done, I'll have sauce in the bottom. And it's a rock pan, so it doesn't matter if I'm using metal on it. It doesn't care. I've never had it care. Okay, I would love to taste this for you right now on camera. One problem is, this is fucking hot. That rice just got out of pressure cook mode, which means it's, well, here, I'll set my thermometer out. Because this stuff, 130, 146 is the highest I've seen, 140. It's not bad. But the rice, where's the bottom, the reed? If we pull the rice up, 180. Yeah, that rice is 190. Yeah, the rice is murder. So I'm just gonna let it just sit here for a bit. I'm just gonna bring some of that rice up to the top because it's currently insulated in a ceramic container with hot things on it. Oof. Let's try the chicken here. I love pineapple. Doesn't taste like it has enough salt to kill the entire 1994 Denver Broncos. Have the peppers come out, are they still crunchy? Mushroom. Ooh, the mushrooms are good. I'm gonna scrape off some of this rice. This is probably cooled down from the 190. I can actually taste a little bit of spice from the oil I put in there. Yes, this is a successful meal. All right, I'm gonna actually have a bite of this now. I think something's cooled off well enough. Oh, hot, hot. It's good. And next time I'd read that Lowry's bottle first, and I'd probably use half of it, and I'd cut it with something else, like a fruit juice. Like I literally bought this. I would just cut it with this. How much salt is in this? Oh my God. Imagine if that was like the 7th. Oh, that's real good. Okay, end of this Z-Cooks. Check out the Patreon for Z-Cooks. There's a separate one for Z-Cooks. I'm gonna add a little more sauce to this. Ah, it's hot. And check out the other videos. Check out the other chefs and beg them to come back. Jay hasn't filmed a video in like a year and a half. But we still have some left because we were releasing them really shittily. Shittily's a word. I think you know that already. Sorry to blow my nose on camera, but it's like I'm getting that warmth. 140, 140, 137, 143. This is consumable now. Thank you for stopping by. We'll take a nice close-up of that. There you go. Oh, yeah, it looks real good. It looks real fucking good. You want to put that in your body. So it's probably bad for your body. Because I'm here alone. If I was sharing this with 3 people, we'd be splitting that 24 times 300. Jesus Christ, that's 7,200 milligrams of salt. That can't be right. It's not. Plus, I added salt. It's like 10,000 milligrams of salt.